So you've spent years working hard, raising a family, saving money, maybe traveling a little when you could. Now you're thinking, where should I spend the best years of my life? Somewhere safe, somewhere clean, somewhere peaceful, but not boring. Welcome to Singapore, the tiny island nation that's often called the Switzerland of Asia. It's modern, efficient, green, and incredibly well organized. But what's it really like to retire in Singapore as an expat? Is it affordable? Can foreigners even stay long-term? And most importantly, is it truly the paradise it seems? Let's find out. Chapter 1. Why Singapore Captures Retirees' Hearts. Singapore may be tiny on the world map, but it feels like a masterpiece carefully designed for comfort, order, and ease of living, especially for retirees. The first thing most visitors notice is how safe it feels. Street crime is almost non-existent, thanks to strict laws and a strong culture of respect. You can walk home after midnight or leave your wallet on a cafe table, and it will still be there when you return. For those entering their golden years, that kind of security brings priceless peace of mind. Cleanliness is another charm. The streets shine, the air feels light, and public spaces are beautifully maintained. You can drink water straight from the tap, something rare in Asia, and enjoy parks that look like tropical gardens. Speaking of parks, Singapore isn't called a city in a garden for nothing. The government weaves nature into daily life, from lush walkways and botanical gardens to vertical gardens climbing up modern skyscrapers. The tropical weather is another comfort. With steady warmth around 27 to Shurasumi, 80 degree Fahrenheit year-round, you'll never need winter clothes. Sure, it rains often, but locals see it as nature's way of keeping the city fresh and green. Then comes healthcare, a crucial factor for retirees. Singapore's medical system is world-class, with highly trained doctors, spotless facilities, and efficient care. It's often ranked among the top globally, and many foreigners even travel here for treatment. And of course, the food. Singapore's hawker centers offer the world on a plate: Chinese noodles, Malay satay, Indian curries, Western dishes, all affordable and delicious. It's a country where every meal feels like a small celebration of life. For retirees, Singapore offers not just safety and comfort, but the joy of truly living well. Chapter 2. Can foreigners retire in Singapore? While Singapore doesn't offer a direct retirement visa, it provides several smart routes that allow foreigners to settle comfortably if you plan ahead. The first and most common is the Long-Term Visit Pass, LTVP. This is ideal for retirees who have family ties in Singapore, for instance. If your child is a Singaporean citizen or permanent resident, it lets you live in the country for extended periods and even renew your stay. If you're married to a Singapore citizen or PR, you can also apply for a dependence pass, which gives you legal residence with fewer restrictions. Many retirees who once worked in Singapore take this route, choosing to stay close to their children and grandchildren. For those still interested in light work or business, there's the Employment Pass or Entrepass. You can open a small consultancy, manage investments, or start a lifestyle business, something many semi-retired professionals find rewarding. Singapore encourages entrepreneurship, especially if it contributes to the economy. Then comes the Global Investor Program, GIP, tailored for high net worth individuals. By investing around 2.5 million in a local business or fund, you can qualify for permanent residency. It's an elite path, but it grants long-term security and access to world-class healthcare and banking. Lastly, some retirees choose the regional lifestyle route, spending part of the year in Singapore under a tourist visa, usually valid for 30 to 90 days, and then traveling to nearby countries like Malaysia or Thailand before returning. It's flexible and suits digital nomads or early retirees who want a mix of city comfort and regional adventure. In short, while Singapore doesn't hand out retirement visas easily, it opens its doors to those who come prepared with clear plans, resources, and a little creativity. Chapter 3. Cost of living, is it really that expensive? Singapore's reputation as one of the world's most expensive cities can sound intimidating, but the truth is, how costly it feels depends on how you live. Retiring here doesn't have to break the bank if you understand where to spend and where to save. Housing is usually your biggest expense. Most locals live in government-subsidized HDB flats, but foreigners can only rent or buy private condos. A one-bedroom condo in the city center might cost around $3,000 to $4,000 USD per month, while similar apartments in suburban areas like Pasir Ris or Woodlands go for $1,500 to $2,500 USD. Sharing or renting a studio can lower that further. And with Singapore's excellent public transport, you can live slightly outside downtown without sacrificing convenience. Food offers amazing flexibility. If you love local dishes, hawker centers are your best friend. You can enjoy chicken rice, laksa, or roti prata for $4 to $6 USD a plate, and a full day of meals can easily stay under $20 USD. Western or fine dining restaurants, however, can quickly multiply your daily costs. The key? Mix it up. Live like a local most days and treat yourself occasionally. Transportation is surprisingly affordable. The MRT Mass Rapid Transit system is clean, fast, and covers nearly the whole island. A typical ride costs less than $1 USD, and monthly transport expenses rarely exceed $150 USD. Cars, though, are luxury items. Owning one can cost more than a house in some countries due to high taxes and certificates of entitlement, COE. Healthcare is top-notch and still cheaper than in Western nations. A routine doctor's visit costs $40–80 USD, and even private insurance remains reasonable. In short, while Singapore isn't cheap, it offers real value for what you pay: safety, efficiency, cleanliness, and a peaceful environment. It's not about spending less, it's about living smarter. Chapter 4. Healthcare and Insurance, Peace of Mind. In Paradise. For most retirees, healthcare is one of the top priorities, and in Singapore, it's a reason to feel completely at ease. The country's healthcare system is known worldwide for its efficiency, cleanliness, and excellence. Hospitals like Mount Elizabeth, Raffles Hospital, and the National University Hospital consistently rank among the best in Asia, often compared to top medical centers in the US and Europe. Doctors here are highly qualified. Many have trained or practiced in countries such as the United States, the United Kingdom, or Australia, and bring that same level of professionalism to their work. If you plan to retire in Singapore, it's important to secure private health insurance. While citizens and permanent residents benefit from government-subsidized care under the National Medisafe system, expats rely on private coverage. Global providers such as Bupa, Allianz Care, Cigna, and AIA offer comprehensive plans tailored for foreigners. Premiums depend on age and pre-existing conditions, but most retirees find the peace of mind worth the cost because in Singapore, medical care isn't just good, it's predictable and transparent. Beyond hospitals, Singapore encourages preventive wellness. You'll find modern gyms, Tai Chi and yoga classes in parks, and even dedicated senior fitness zones in residential areas. Many community centers run affordable health programs for older adults, from nutrition talks to guided exercise sessions. And communication? That's another big plus. English is one of Singapore's official languages, so you'll never struggle to explain symptoms or understand medical advice. Ultimately, Singapore's healthcare system gives retirees exactly what they need: most peace of mind. You know that help is always close, the care is top tier, and the environment supports healthy, active aging. In this island nation, staying well isn't a challenge, it's simply part of everyday life. Chapter 5. Best Places to Live in Singapore for Retirees. Choosing where to live in Singapore as a retiree depends on what kind of lifestyle you want: city energy, suburban calm, or coastal serenity. The good news is, Singapore offers all three, often just minutes apart. If you're drawn to charm and history, Chong Bahru is a hidden gem. It's one of Singapore's oldest neighborhoods, filled with Art Deco architecture, leafy streets, and trendy cafes that blend old and new perfectly. Here, mornings begin with walks to the wet market or breakfast at a local bakery, and afternoons are spent relaxing at cozy coffee shops. It's ideal for retirees who appreciate culture, community, and a slower pace within the city. For a more modern and convenient lifestyle, areas like Novena and Newton are excellent choices. Both are centrally located, offering easy access to hospitals, malls, and the MRT, making errands and healthcare incredibly easy. They're quiet, clean, and perfect for those who want comfort without the chaos of downtown living. If you dream of waking up to the sound of birds and green views, Bukit Timah and Holland Village offer that refreshing balance between city and nature. They're close to the Singapore Botanic Gardens and several nature reserves, making them perfect for morning strolls and outdoor enthusiasts. Holland Village also has a vibrant expat community, great restaurants, and a friendly social scene. And for lovers of the sea, East Coast is pure bliss. Imagine cycling along the coastline, enjoying seafood at beachside hawker centers, and watching the sunset over the water every evening. Each neighborhood in Singapore has its own personality, some lively, some tranquil, but all share the same traits: safety, cleanliness, and comfort. No matter your choice, in Singapore, every district offers something special that makes it easy to call home. Chapter 6: Taxes, Pensions, and Money Matters. When it comes to retirement, managing your money wisely can make all the difference. And in Singapore, financial stability is one of the biggest advantages you'll ever enjoy. The country has built a reputation as one of the world's safest and most transparent financial hubs, with laws that protect both residents and foreign investors. For retirees, that means your savings and investments are in good hands. One of the best parts about living here is Singapore's simple and fair tax system. As a foreign retiree, you'll only be taxed on income earned within Singapore. That means if your pension, rental income, or investments come from abroad and you don't transfer them directly into the country, they're generally not taxed at all. It's a structure that allows you to keep more of what you've earned over a lifetime. Singapore also has no capital gains tax, no inheritance tax, and no wealth tax, a rare combination that makes it attractive to retirees with global assets. This financial freedom is one reason many high net worth individuals choose Singapore for their later years. Opening a local bank account is straightforward. Once you have a valid pass and proof of address, major banks like DBS, UOB, and OCBC offer secure accounts with online services in English. Singapore's banking sector is highly regulated, meaning your funds are safe and easily accessible. In daily life, the country's push toward a cashless society makes spending effortless. You can use credit cards, nets, or QR code payments even at hawker stalls or small neighborhood shops. So yes, while Singapore may seem expensive at first glance, its strong financial systems, tax-friendly policies, and complete transparency give retirees something priceless: peace of mind. Here, your money doesn't just last, it works efficiently for the life you've earned. Chapter 7: Culture, Community, and Everyday Life. What makes Singapore truly special for retirees isn't just its comfort or safety. It's the beautiful blend of cultures and community spirit that gives everyday life warmth and meaning. This tiny island is home to a tapestry of people: Chinese, Malays, Indians, Eurasians, and expats from around the world, all living together with remarkable harmony. Walk through any neighborhood and you'll hear several languages at once, smell food from every continent, and see people of all backgrounds sharing the same public spaces respectfully. Singapore's culture is built on respect, order, and kindness. People queue patiently, public spaces are spotless, and even busy city life feels calm and organized. But beneath that structure is a deep sense of community connection. Neighborhood centers host daily activities, from line dancing, yoga, and cooking classes to community gardening and volunteer programs that keep retirees engaged and socially active. For foreigners, integration is easy. English is one of Singapore's official languages, making communication effortless. You'll quickly find friends through expat clubs in associations like the American Club, the British Association, or international networks like Internations. Many retirees also join walking groups or attend cultural workshops to experience local traditions firsthand. And when you need a breath of fresh air, Singapore's Green Heart awaits. Stroll along Macritchie Reservoir, relax at the Botanic Gardens, or hike the southern ridges, lush, peaceful spots that keep you active and connected with nature. You'll also find senior-friendly gyms, libraries, and coffee corners where conversation flows easily over a cup of kopi. Despite being one of the world's most modern cities, Singapore hasn't lost its soul. Major festivals like Chinese New Year, Deepavali, and Hari Raya light up the streets with colors, music, and joy, reminding everyone that community is what truly makes life vibrant. Retiring in Singapore isn't about slowing down. It's about finding balance in a place that celebrates both peace and togetherness. Chapter 8. Travel and Connections. The Gateway to Asia. One of Singapore's greatest advantages for retirees is its strategic location at the heart of Asia. From this tiny island, you can reach almost any major Asian destination within a few hours, making it an ideal home base for those who still crave adventure. Thailand, Vietnam, Malaysia, Indonesia, Japan, and the Philippines are all just short, affordable flights away. Imagine spending a quiet weekend in Bali's beaches, Penang's old town, or Bangkok's floating markets, and then returning to the calm, order, and cleanliness of Singapore. Many retirees call it the perfect balance, a peaceful daily life paired with easy access to vibrant cultures, cuisines, and landscapes across the region. At the center of this convenience is Changi Airport, consistently ranked among the best in the world. It's not just an airport, it's a destination in itself, complete with gardens, art installations, movie theaters, and even a waterfall. From Changi, you can fly directly to more than 120 cities, often at reasonable prices thanks to budget airlines like Scoot, AirAsia, and Jetstar. For retirees, this accessibility means your retirement years don't have to be static. You can travel easily for leisure, family visits, or even short wellness retreats around Asia. And since English is widely spoken across the region, communication feels easy and friendly wherever you go. Singapore's location gives you the best of both worlds, a serene, well-managed home base and a gateway to endless discovery. Whether you prefer temple visits in Chiang Mai, street food in Kuala Lumpur, or cherry blossoms in Japan, every adventure begins just a short flight away. Chapter 9. Challenges you should know. No country is perfect, and Singapore, for all its beauty and order, comes with its share of challenges, especially for retirees. The most noticeable one is the weather. Being just 1 degree north of the equator, Singapore is hot and humid all year long, averaging around 30 degrees in or 86 Celsius. For those coming from cooler climates, the constant warmth and occasional sticky afternoons can be an adjustment. Locals adapt by staying indoors during midday and enjoying the city's many air-conditioned malls, libraries, and cafes. Housing is another consideration. Space in Singapore is limited, and most homes are high-rise apartments rather than standalone houses. If you've always dreamed of a large backyard or garden, you might find the compact lifestyle a little restrictive. That said, most condos offer shared facilities like swimming pools, gyms, and lush communal gardens that make up for the smaller private space. Then there's the issue of cost and visas. Singapore doesn't offer a dedicated retirement visa, meaning retirees must rely on long-term visit passes or investment-related options. It requires careful planning and sometimes higher financial commitment. Because of this, some retirees choose to live part-time in Malaysia or Thailand, where retirement visas are easier to obtain and costs are lower, while still enjoying frequent visits to Singapore for its safety and modern conveniences. Despite these challenges, the trade-off is clear. For those who can navigate the paperwork and adapt to the climate, Singapore offers exceptional stability, healthcare, cleanliness, and quality of life. It's not the easiest place to retire, but for many it's one of the most rewarding. The peace of mind that comes from living in such a secure and well-run nation is something few other destinations can match. Chapter 10. What retirement feels like here. Retirement in Singapore feels less like slowing down and more like finally exhaling. Every day carries a rhythm of calm, comfort, and quiet satisfaction. Picture this. The morning light pours through your window, catching the leaves of palm trees that sway gently outside. The city hums softly, efficient, organized, but never chaotic. You step out for breakfast, greeting familiar faces at your neighborhood hawker center. A plate of kaya toast and a cup of coffee arrive within minutes, and the locals smile, calling you uncle or auntie, affectionate titles that make you feel part of something warm and respectful. A short MRT ride takes you to the Botanic Gardens, where you join a group of retirees stretching under the shade of banyan trees. The air smells of rain and orchids. Later, you might meet friends for lunch at a hawker stall, wander through a museum, or hop on a ferry to nearby islands like St. John's or Lazarus. Small escapes where the sea breeze feels like freedom. Evenings in Singapore are serene. You might sit by Marina Bay, watching the skyline sparkle as joggers and families pass by. The city glows, but it never rushes you. Here, retirement doesn't feel like an ending. It feels like earning your peace. Singapore gives you space to breathe, to enjoy life at your own pace, and to feel safe while doing it. The young chase success, but for retirees, it's about savoring the present moment. Every sip of coffee, every walk through green parks, every warm greeting that reminds you. In Singapore, life after work isn't about slowing down. It's about finally living well. Conclusion. So how do you retire in Singapore? Not by chasing luxury or grand mansions or glittering lifestyles, but by choosing peace, order, and quality of life. This isn't a country where wealth shouts. It's a place where contentment whispers. Here your savings don't just buy comfort, they buy dignity. You can grow older surrounded by safety, respect, and a deep sense of calm that money alone can't buy. For some, Singapore is a dream destination. For others, it's a goal worth working toward. A reward for a lifetime of effort and discipline. If you're considering making this island your retirement home, don't just read about it. Experience it. Walk through its green parks. Share a meal at a hawker center. Talk to locals and expats. Listen to the rhythm of life here. Efficient, peaceful, and kind. You'll know in your heart if this place is calling you, because Singapore isn't just a country, it's a feeling, one built on peace, purpose, and quiet confidence. A place where life slows just enough for you to finally enjoy the view. So tell us in the comments, would you consider retiring in Singapore? Or have you already experienced life here yourself? Share your stories. You might just inspire someone planning their own next chapter. And if this guide helped you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications because we'll keep exploring the world's most peaceful, inspiring places to live and retire. Until next time, thank you for watching. And as they proudly say in Singapore, Majula Singapura, onward Singapore, and onward to your best chapter yet.